Hello everyone, and welcome back to DCM, Doritos, Connections, and Mountain Dew, your favorite local video game talk show. I am your host, Howard Miller.
And I'm your co-host, David Scrivani.
And let's start off with the new... Wait, it's all news!
It's all news!
Because this is the second part of our E3 Spectacular.
Whoa!
We're continuing our coverage and recap of E3 that happened a little while ago. And we're going to make sure that you know everything that happened here. This is day 2 of it. So we have Microsoft and Bethesda doing their presentation along with Square Enix. And of course, I need my handy dandy little iPad so I have the full list. Now remember, this is day 2, okay? So if you want to see day 1, there's another video. It's going to be a little card that's going to pop in the video right there if you're watching on our channel.
Be warned, we're really harsh on day 1.
We're really harsh on day 1. And
for good reason.
There's a little end slate, if you watch all the way at the end, where it's going to pop. This video is probably going to pop up. So don't worry, we got you covered, okay? So we're going to start off with Microsoft and Bethesda. If you don't know who these are, Microsoft are the people who make the Xbox consoles. They are also known for games such as Fable, Halo, Forza. They're known for those games. And they've recently acquired Bethesda in the story we covered, and they're known for the Elder Scrolls series and the Fallout series primarily.
And that's about it for Bethesda.
That's about it for Bethesda. So we're going to start off with what Microsoft had. Now, they started off big with a cinematic trailer for the next Xbox console exclusive. These are all console exclusives, by the way, because Microsoft ports their things to PC. So if you do not own an Xbox, you can still get it on PC. For every time I say Xbox exclusive, it's going on PC, so forewarning you. But we have Starfield, which is described as Space Indiana Jones by Todd Howard himself of Bethesda. There's no gameplay shown, but I'm guessing it's just Elder Scrolls.
It's going to be Elder Scrolls in space.
Yeah,
that's what I assume.
And it's coming out, actually a very specific date, 11/11/22.
Exactly 10 years after, 11 years after
the first release of Skyrim.
The first release of Skyrim.
I had to cut you off to make the obvious joke.
Yeah, that's okay.
Which, I don't know, if there was gameplay, maybe I'd be sold on it, but we already have Space Elder Scrolls with the Outer Worlds, which is made by Obsidian Games. Very fun game.
Wouldn't that more be closer to Space Fallout?
That's true, but do you really think that Starfield's going to be all melee and like spells like Elder Scrolls, or is it just going to be more like their version of Fallout? We then proceed with another Xbox exclusive, Stalker 2, which is a sequel to the horror action shooter from 2007. It's actually one of the games that actually inspired the aesthetics of the Metro games.
Which we both love.
We love the Metro games. So I don't know about you, but I want to try Stalker 2.
So do I. I feel like the gunplay doesn't look terribly satisfying.
But however,
it does look cool.
We're still a year out to the development because it is coming out April 2022. We have some time. They actually showed gameplay, so I'm guessing that's like alpha footage.
This is a game that's been in development hell for a while, too.
Yeah, considering this is a sequel from 2007, we know it actually exists.
Yes, thank God.
Of course. We also have another trailer for Back 4 Blood, which is a spiritual sequel to Left 4 Dead made by people who worked on the Left 4 Dead series.
Turtle Rock, right? Is the developer?
I'm pretty sure. Again, it looks like a fun game. I don't know if I'm gonna be like this is a pre-order. I need to get this game yet. I maybe need to see some more footage because it just looks like Left 4 Dead 3 that we should have got. And there's a lot of games that tried to replicate a new Left 4 Dead game ever since Left 4 Dead 2 came out about 10 years ago.
This is actually the first time I've ever even seen anything related to Back 4 Blood. I just never got around to watching that first trailer. So I'm like, oh, okay, finally. It looks cool. Again, it looks like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, because it's not like Valve's going to make a new one.
No. I mean, there's a big giant monster at the end, and, you know.
He's big.
That's That's my thing.
Yeah, he likes it. That's why he's going to go see the Clifford the Red Dog
Yeah.
movie. We're just going to let that one sit. All right,
Moving
next
on.
game. We got a trailer for a game called Contraband with the cinematic trailer that literally shows us nothing.
I don't even remember that.
It was like a camera, and it was panning around the room, and like there was like some radio talk, and then it ended when it got near a guy with a car, and then it just said Contraband. I don't know anything about it, and it requires extra research upon what was shown
You
at
described the
E3.
trailer, and it still does not sound familiar.
Exactly.
And that's funny because this is actually one I watched all the way through.
Yeah, this is one of the only ones that I think we both watched all the way through. So, yeah. Moving on, we have a Pirates of the Caribbean expansion for the hit game Sea of Thieves, which is also, again, a Microsoft exclusive, where it's going to be a free expansion to the game, which includes Jack Sparrow, and you have a little campaign with Jack Sparrow as he tries to understand why he's in the Sea of Thieves universe, and then Davy Jones shows up, and you must take down Davy Jones. And honestly, I may play Sea of Thieves just for this little expansion. It should be out by the time this video comes out.
It is. I was watching a friend of mine play it on Twitch the other day.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah.
It
Like
looks really
I don't
cool.
have. I A, don't have an Xbox. B, don't have a decent enough PC to play any of these games.
That's a good point.
But like, I really want to play Sea of Thieves because it looks fun.
It looks fun.
Like, objectively, it doesn't look like a very good game. But like, it seems like the kind of game that would be a blast to like get some friends together and just sail the seven seas. And the addition of Pirates of the Caribbean, as terrible as the last couple movies were, that's just it's just a natural fit.
I mean, like, that's got to be like the perfect match made in heaven. You know,
Yeah,
you get the
absolutely.
most famous media pirate you could get. You know, that everyone knows, and that's Jack Sparrow. We now have a Game Pass announcement of the game Yakuza Like a Dragon joining the Xbox.
I think
Game
we
Pass.
should mention that every single new game that's announced during this conference is going to be available day one on the Game Pass.
Yes, almost all of them are. There's a few that aren't. I'll put a graphic at the end, but there's a huge list of things that are going to be on the Game Pass.
The grand majority will be
Grand
on the Game Pass.
majority, kind of proving how the Xbox Game Pass
Yeah.
is objectively one of the best deals in like gaming history.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna need to do a lot of things to make anything you have better. That's why Ubisoft Plus or whatever, no one cares. EA Access, hot take, no one cares. That's why it's in the Game Pass now. PlayStation Now, I've heard it's got better, but honestly,
I tried it once, way back when it first launched. Sucked.
yeah,
Because it works on a streaming thing. It doesn't,
Yeah.
You don't download the games. It streams the games to your console, and it doesn't work very well.
Yeah, I don't. Nothing can beat the Game
Yeah,
Pass
no.
at this point. But yeah, Yakuza Like a Dragon's going to be on it, meaning that every single mainline Yakuza game is now on the Xbox Game Pass. So you can play 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the new one that came out earlier at the end of last year, Yakuza Like a Dragon. And of course, I highly recommend it. First pilot episode, I talked about
Yeah,
Yakuza 0.
You did.
But yeah,
And I think you talked about Like a Dragon during one of the other episodes as well.
Yep, a news story of our Mortal Kombat episode. We hear approve of Yakuza. We then have pre-alpha footage of Battlefield 2042 that's set to come out later this year on October 22nd. I don't care.
I don't really care about Battlefield either, but like from a technical level, it looks impressive.
Well,
I'll give them that.
Well, because every Battlefield
Yeah.
looks technically impressive. It's just a matter of does it play well?
Yeah.
I mean, I liked Battlefield 1. It was fun, but I'm like,
Yeah, it looks pretty, and obviously that's not the most important part of a video game.
but they did show us pre-alpha footage, which honestly, that's always a step up. We have another Xbox exclusive with 12 minutes with the same trailer that was shown a year ago.
What was 12 minutes?
It was the
Is
one.
that the one that has like Willem Dafoe in it?
Yep, Willem
Okay.
Dafoe and Daisy Ridley or whatever. Yeah. And it's basically the same 12 minutes, but it's constantly repeating, so you have to do it in the right way.
It's trial by error, the game.
Yeah, and it's coming out August 19th, 2021. I really would kill for some gameplay, but I'm guessing since it's very narrative-based, it's not going to happen. We then have the game that's been kickstarted.
Should I give you a drum roll?
Yeah, drum roll. Here we go. Game that's been kickstarted around 2016. Xbox I don't know if it's an exclusive or not.
I think it might be.
Psychonauts 2.
Hey.
We have Psychonauts 2, and honestly,
I see in your notes that it says it actually exists.
it actually exists. It has a release date of August 25th this year. And visually, it looks about the same. They got most of the same voice actors, which, if you remember the voice actors from the first game, it was a stacked early 2000s cartoon voice actor roster. And the roster sounds great. Visuals are great. I'm actually kind of excited for it. Looks fun.
Yeah.
Are you a big Psychonauts fan?
I've never played the original Psychonauts. Oh, wow. I know. I'm a bad video game talk show host. I'm sorry.
Wow. Okay, fine. Be that way.
I'll just leave right now. I'm sorry.
Whoa, hold on. Something more exciting than Psychonauts 2. A new expansion for Fallout 76 Steel Rain. That'll be out by the time this video comes. I can't do the bit. It'll be out for free. Who cares?
I mean, I've heard Fallout 76 is like actually pretty solid now.
Yeah, it's solid if you were a fan of Fallout 4. If you're a
Fair.
fan of New Vegas or 3, it's still not that
that's
great.
fair.
It's kind of just okay.
Yeah. I have no attachment to the Fallout series. I never really played any of them, so.
Yeah, and listen, it's a free expansion.
I
so
tried
you gotta be
playing
nice.
Fallout 3 a while ago, and I don't think it's aged very well.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, oh, I don't really like this. So I never played it again.
Back to it, we have a new Xbox exclusive called Party Animals, which is a party game where you play as cutesy animals and try to fight each other with wonky physics akin to Humans Fall Flat and what was the game you said?
Gang Beasts.
Gang Beasts. Set to come out next year. Looks adorable.
Yeah.
And if it comes to the Game Pass, I'll give it a shot. We then have an announcement I got excited for. A physical console release on PlayStation and Xbox for the hit game Hades. I wanted to play this game so bad. It looks so fun. I missed it last year. I'm not going to miss it this year. And honestly, I'm hyped.
I never got around to playing Hades either. I know, everyone and their mother adored it. It won, I don't even know how many awards at the Game
It won
Awards last
any
year.
awards that they didn't want to give to The Last of Us
basically.
2.
I think the reason I didn't play it because what did I play from that developer? One of the other games from that developer. It just didn't really click with me, but I really liked the aesthetic of Hades, so maybe I'll actually play this one.
And now we have another Xbox exclusive with Somerville, what seems to be akin to Limbo in Inside, but instead it's the aesthetics of an alien invasion instead of other wacky shenanigans. It's a side-scroller. I thought this was made by Playdead, the people who did make Inside Limbo, but it's actually a new studio with the co-founder of Playdead, titled Jump Ship, hilarious name. And
I just got that joke now. Wow.
And yeah, that's coming out. I didn't have a date, so hopefully I was smart enough to find one later. But yeah, it looks
neat.
Looks neat. I wasn't a big fan of Inside. I love Limbo though. Limbo's one of my favorites.
Limbo's good. I personally liked Inside, not as much as Limbo, but
And that's my thing. It's I thought Inside was okay. Limbo is a masterpiece. Then we got the big boy, the big gun. Microsoft came in guns blazing. Halo Infinite with their holiday 2021 release date, Xbox exclusive. I shouldn't have to tell you that if you even know what a Microsoft is. We have a new trailer showing off the story after, what was the last trailer? Like way more than a year and a half ago.
I don't even remember.
And they announced that when you buy Infinite, you're only buying the story mode because guess what? Guess what, hombre?
Multiplayer's free
Multiplayer's
of charge.
free. Completely separate. You don't even need to buy Infinite to get the free multiplayer. You can just try the multiplayer for free if you own an Xbox.
And listen. We already know the multiplayer is going to be good because you know what they added? They added a grappling hook. And I don't know if you are, I'm of the opinion that a grappling hook automatically makes a game better.
Yeah, do you know why Game of the Year starts with G? Because grappling hook also starts with G.
Yeah, he has a point right there.
Why do you think Doom Eternal was the greatest game last year?
It had a grappling hook.
It had a grappling hook.
Why do you think people like Titanfall 2 so much?
There was a grappling hook.
There's a grappling hook in it.
They're grappling hooks. Grappling hooks are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now I'm playing Halo because of Infinite. So I guess that's a cool, fun thing.
And honestly, Infinite looks really good.
Yeah, everything.
Especially considering last time they showed it off, it looked not so good.
Yeah, it looked like an actual like early Xbox One game.
But like it looks legitimately phenomenal now, and I'm glad they delayed it. They did delay it, right?
Yeah, because it was supposed to be an Xbox Series X launch title.
Yeah.
Which
so, good on Microsoft for that.
If you know the history of Halo, you'll understand a lot of them were supposed to be launch titles, but either they had to delay it or they rushed it. Either or.
Yeah.
We also got to look at Diablo 2 Resurrected, which is a remaster of the classic game.
No, isn't it a from the ground up remake?
It's going to have 4K visuals, 60 frames per second, cross progression between console and PC, 8-player co-op, and new remastered visuals. And it's the first playable Diablo game on a console since Diablo 3 over a decade ago. So I'm very hyped for that one as well.
And that also looks gorgeous. It looks beautiful. Graphically, it looks amazing.
Which, you know, usually for those Blizzard remasters, they don't look good at all. They lose a lot of the artistic charm. But Diablo 2's actually looks like it kept a lot of the aesthetics that they were going for, which I'm very happy with.
And I've never even played a Diablo game, but it looks good.
It looks fun.
I want to play it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the best one to start with.
I guess so.
We then had a cinematic trailer for A Plague's Tale Requiem, a cinematic trailer coming in 2022, which I think is the second series in the Plague's Tale franchise. Cool.
I never played the first one. I know people like it though.
We then
There's rats in it.
We then had that immediately followed by another cinematic trailer, but this time for Far Cry 6.
Again.
Woo.
Yay.
But it doesn't matter because we got Slime Rancher 2. We have Slime Rancher with more slimes, more colors, looking great, coming 2022.
Game of the year.
Game of the year.
I say we just leave it at that.
We're done. Night, everyone. No, then we have the new Xbox exclusive Shredders with one of the worst logos I've ever seen with my life. It is a snowboarding game that I thought for sure was going to be SSX, but it's not. It's coming out December 21st.
I don't even remember what the logo looked like.
Yeah, it just looked like snowboarding. You could have said Shaun White's snowboarding sequel and it works. We also got Atomic Heart, another trailer for that, which is a Russian first-person shooter where you fight robots with superpowers, and the composer is Mick Gordon for that game. So that might be fun.
And we still don't have a release date on that, unfortunately.
Yep, unless there was one I missed. Which
no, there was not, because
none?
I was watching it with some friends, and everyone was disappointed that there still was not a release date. Which is a shame because I think Atomic Heart looks really, really cool.
And another really cool game, we have Replaced, a 2D action game set in a sci-fi dystopian world. It looks like a pixel game, much like like a throwback to SNES games, but it has dynamic camera angles because it's a beat 'em up, but like a parkouring game. It looked really cool. I like the aesthetics of it. It looked fun. It's coming 2022. which honestly I'm surprised the game that retro looking even made it into E3.
I don't even remember this game.
You know what? You got to look up the trailer again because it looked sick. We also have an update for the game Grounded. The game is still not complete, but they said they're doing well. They are doing a new update called the Shroom and Doom update, which includes sitting down,
They actually advertised that, yes.
bug companions, mushrooms, and a new spider boss. The update should be out by the time this video comes out. And they added achievements too. We also have another big announcement. Please stay in your seat, Dave. Don't get too excited. Among Us is coming to consoles soon.
Aren't they doing achievements for that too?
I mean, yeah, if it's coming to consoles.
Yeah.
We also have the Eiyuden Chronicles, which is a Kickstarted game by a bunch of acclaimed Japanese developers of the Sudoken series. There's two games. I don't even know if I'm saying this right. The Eiyuden Chronicles Rising is 2022, and the Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes is 2023. So if you're an RPG fan who likes that kind of stuff, you got some games coming out.
Weeb stuff.
Yeah, weeb garbage.
Yeah. That's kind of how that was basically my reaction when I saw that. I'm like, oh, weeb stuff. All right, I don't care.
Yeah, with hyper appeal to us designs on the characters. Yeah. We also have another Xbox exclusive, the Ascent, which is a cyberpunk twin-stick co-op shooter that's releasing July 29th.
I don't remember that one.
Yep. We're trying our best here, people. We have Age of Empires 4 releasing October 4th. I never played a single Age of Empires, but I'm glad they're getting a new game.
Oh, Age of Empires. I said Age of Vampires. I'm like, what the heck is Age of Vampires? I don't remember that either.
The best game ever that's not made yet.
I'd play it.
You guys owe me for copyright reasons if you make it. We also have objectively...
We're friends with game designers. We could just have them make it.
Do you really think we have enough friends that are game designers that have money to make games?
All right, fair enough.
Thank you. Now, we have The Outer Worlds 2, which is hands down, not only, it's basically the best trailer, because it was kind of the most honest one, of where the trailer's moral is, we literally have nothing except a logo.
Mm-hmm.
With Outer Worlds 2, which is an Xbox exclusive, even though the original was not. So if you were a fan of the game and you had it on the Switch, why would you? Or the PlayStation 4, apologies. You should just be happy you got the Outer Worlds anyway, because that game came out when they bought the company. We have Microsoft Flight Simulator coming to consoles sometime in July with a free Top Gun expansion.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Which Microsoft Flight Simulator came out over a year ago, so I'm surprised it took them this long. And it's only going to be on Series X, not on One. Most of these games are Xbox One and Series X. This one's not. We also have Forza Horizon 5, which I know a lot of people are into racing games, but that franchise, not motorsport, Forza Horizon is the most easily normie accessible racing game. You know how I know? Because I enjoy it and I don't like racing games. All right? We got a new entry. The last one was about 4 years ago. First of all, the game is beautiful. It takes place in Mexico, which is a new location. And it features cool stuff like they hired graffiti artists to add graffiti into the town, like custom art. There's settings as you can see weather in the difference, like hurricanes or tornadoes, and they stay on the map. They don't despawn if you drive away, so you can go and drive towards them. And there's stuff like volcanoes. It looks fun. Again, like with most Forza games, they spend too much time in every E3 there. But, hey, it's Horizon. It's not motorsport, so it's good. And, of course, the final announcement, we have Redfall. which is Left 4 Dead,
But with vampires.
but with vampires. There's only a cinematic trailer.
Yep.
Other than that, there's nothing known about it, and it's coming out summer 2022.
And that's from Arcane, right?
Yes.
The developers behind Dishonored and the Prey reboot.
Yes.
I don't know about you. I don't care about it.
Yeah, I saw it, and I was like, why would I play that when there's Back 4 Blood?
My ears perked up at Arcane because I really like Dishonored and I really like Prey, and then immediately I was like, oh, this looks fine.
Do you know why? Because you can't really make Left 4 Dead with vampires because that just diminishes the value of vampires.
Yeah.
So it's going to play like Evolve,
Oh,
which is just a bunch of dudes in a level, there's some enemies, and then there's going to be a big boss at the end of it. And it's all multiplayer.
one of my worst
co-op.
purchases, Evolve Day 1.
And again, to reiterate, most of these games are coming out on the Game Pass. In fact, a lot of games actually came out on the Game Pass with the Yakuza Like a Dragon, including 10 Bethesda games, such as Evil Within, the original two Fallouts, and a bunch of other games. And so I guess then we go to our overall discussions.
Yeah.
First of all, they actually had things.
They actually announced new things.
They actually announced new things, which is impressive because it seems everyone failed at that so far. And they didn't need to even hearken on any of the other games they announced already, such as Scorn,
Yep.
Perfect Dark, or Fable.
I forgot Scorn.
Yeah, so they have stuff, they have actual release dates. Honestly, I think it does fix the one big problem that the Xbox One had, and most Microsoft presentations have, is that there's no exclusives. And as you can hear me obnoxiously keep saying, there's a lot of them coming out,
Yeah?
which I'm not getting into console wars or anything, but that does solve the one big issue that the Xbox One had, where there was none, including 1 year in the console's life cycle where there was literally 3 exclusives in 1 year. And they're going to keep to their promise where they're going to try to release one exclusive every month for the next year, starting in July. So, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Good on you, Microsoft.
So,
So what do you think we should give this?
I'm thinking, because honestly, I wasn't really wowed out by a lot of these. Most of them were just general appreciation. I feel like a safe high B would be in order.
I agree.
Yeah, like
high B.
High B at best, low A.
Yeah.
Like like an A minus. They had stuff. They showed a lot of stuff. Not a lot of stuff I was too interested in, but happy that they're doing. I got my fill. I got Psychonauts 2 and Slime Rancher 2, along with Forza looking good and Halo. But yeah, not bad. Good on you guys.
Still wish you would have given me a release date for Atomic Heart, but
And I still wish you actually found a team to actually make Killer Instinct 2, as opposed to not buying Iron Galaxy when you had the chance, because now Amazon owns them.
you still have a chance. You have a chance to redeem yourselves. Just give us a release date for Atomic Heart. Make a new Killer Instinct game.
Yeah, appease both of us
Yeah,
here.
that's
Okay?
all we want.
That's all we want. So sorry, we're running out of time on day 2. We're going to do the Square Enix episode next episode with day 3 with Capcom.
Blame Microsoft. They just announced too many dang things.
Yeah, blame Microsoft for actually having games, okay? I'm very
Blame them for having a decent presentation.
So, of course, make sure to subscribe so you can see the next episode. And, of course, tell us if you're excited for anything. If there's anything specific we missed and you want us to cover on a regular episode after the E3 shenanigans. And of course, I am Howard.
I'm David.
You have a good night. We'll see you next week.
And don't forget to tweet at Microsoft for them to do a new Killer Instinct game.